Nice. There you go. That's what I was referring to with the mechanist thing. Nice. I need to go more south. You know what's funny? Is that show in that replay that we just watched, that little bit, the thing that we just watched from like, 80 years ago, that looked better than One Punch Man Season 3. Dude, it's getting so much flack right now on social media. Like there was some scenes where they just showed like the same image and moved the camera around for like 24 seconds. So people are joking around. They're like, oh man, that anime with like the horse people, hey, it was 24 frames per second, and this one is 24 seconds per frame. It's a turn-based cartoon. One Punch Man is turn-based. Alright, hold on. I need to get around this. Can I go okay. We're gonna push into there and see if this is one of the auras that will kill me or if it's just an inconvenience. The description on Amazon is great. 2 teenage slackers find a mecha from the future that had been lying in a New Jersey junkyard for 60 years and modify it much to the dismay of the robot's attractive creator. Yep. Yeah, the chick in the opening theme song was the alien that comes back looking for her giant robot, which she can no longer pilot because he's messed it up so much. What's a good use for charged quartz? Fast farming says commander weapons, but does those actually, anyone actually buy those? I don't know. I've not bought those, but I will say charged quartz is used for a lot of endgame projects. Like there are some legendaries and stuff that require charged quartz. But whether or not you care about that, I don't know. Oh my god. I think I'm in 2 overlapping no-no fields right now. And it's, not fun. Oh god, a giant spawn behind me, what the heck? Thank you for the amazing nostalgia and badass song to pump me up during the middle of the PvP fight. You're in PvP. Just a bunch of people in the face. Chicks dig giant robots. You know what? You're welcome. No, it made more grubs. Stop making grubs. And then you win. Nice. Yeah. Using my heal. I'm not sure if I made the right call focusing down the giant. Okay, okay. All those despawn. I was wondering, I was like, should I have been killing the ads? This is starting to hurt. Looks like the only way to stream it is Apple TV. Oh. Yeah, I mean, for, like... I don't know. I'm trying to remember when it came out. When I was either when I was a kid or in my teens. I don't recall which. It was like a Saturday morning cartoon. And so that's when I saw it. I don't know how long ago it's been. Hello, I would like to pick yours too and play the healer role. Could you please recommend a class that has been sought after healer spec and a decent open world solo spec? What's up, Asmodeus? Welcome. Well, yo, first of all, welcome to the community. You've come to the right place. Healer role. Okay, so unlike games like, World of Warcraft, it is... Okay, I should say WoW Classic, because it's been a long time since I played WoW. It's very easy to change specs, okay? Like, you can just make another spec and just change between them like this when you're out of combat, okay? So you can play a healer in group content, but just have another build ready to go in open world, and you don't have to play the healer when you're like on your own running around, right? So there's that, first of all. So you don't have to play a healer that can also solo well, because everyone can just have like another build ready to go. As far as a healer that is desirable for group content, any of them can be. The question is just kind of like, how do you want to play it? Hang on just a second. Let me open this. Just a moment. So the way that setting up groups in the game works is there are 2 buffs, and there is no one class that can provide both of these buffs at the same time to their entire group. Quickness makes everything you do cast 50% faster. And Alacrity makes everything cool down 20% faster. So you want there's a lot of other buffs, but there's no one class that can provide both of these buffs at the same time to their whole party. So your group compositions will be like a healer that provides quickness, a DPS that provides Alacrity, and then 3 more DPS for a total of 5 people. Or it will be the opposite. Healer that provides Alacrity, DPS that provides quickness, and then 3 more DPS. Can you increase font size? Can I increase font size? Sorry, it's freaking Notepad. I don't know if I can or not. In any point, regardless. So that's... Oh, hold on. I think I found Zoom. Zoom in. All right, got it. There we go. So in anything, it's this, right? So like, let's say you are playing. I'm just gonna pick something here. A necromancer. Okay, a necromancer can become a scourge. A scourge can provide quickness plus great support skills. Okay. What's another one? Ritualist. Fitualist. It's like a jacked caster. Is also quick plus support. But there's also ritualist builds that can just be like solo powerhouses if that's what you want to do. Things like that. So essentially every class will have elite specializations that can fulfill various roles. And it's just a matter of how do you want to play. Scourge's Alacrity? Oh, apologies. Yeah, you're right. But it's just a matter of how do you want to play. So like, do you want to be a elementalist that weaves fire, wind, water, earth, heart together and heal people with mostly water magic? A ranger can become a druid and use like lunar energies to heal people. A engineer can use science to heal with like med kits and bandages and things like that. So it's really just like, how do you want to play, and then you could figure that out. Do you just reference Captain Planet? He is our hero. He's going to bring pollution down to 0. Alright, finally found the entrance to this thing. Accompany Loranthir and the Pack Strike Force to the staging area.
If things go pear-shaped and we all get killed, we're blaming you, Baron.
Hey, McGuana, thank you for the legendary crafting guides. I recently finished Clobjorn, and it was so easy with the guides. Now moving on to craft Legi armor and some of Orion's legendary weapons and Aurora and Vision. That's awesome. Congratulations. I actually just finished writing the script for the Etheric Anchor, which is the legendary thing that gives you the staff and spear both that just came out. That is in my editor's queue right now. But yeah, Klobjarni gear, that spear, that is absolutely one of the easiest legis in the game to make. Of all the legis I have, I just made each of them once each, except Klobjarni. I made it 4 times because it was so easy. And I sold one, gave 2 away, and kept 1 for myself. Don't leave the instance at the end, talk to Arda a bunch. Talk to Arda?
Be on your guard. They're coming in from the water. Cut them down!
I got a lot of dots on me, using my Condi Cleanse.
Patrols everywhere. We'll have to clear the entire area out before we can proceed. We'll deploy the cauldron up ahead. Take the lead, Commander.
Barbarian's taking the lead. What are you guys doing? Shoot him. Eat another cheeseburger. Mid-combat cheeseburger. What kind of dressing do you think yours 2 salads tastes best with? I'm pretty simple. I just go for ranch. This question, though, reminds me, I saw a bluish Sylvari character that a player made once that was named Iceberg Lettuce. I was trying to think if I had a minute to talk. I think I do. Chad, I got a funny story to tell with you guys. I shared a little recently that I got an opportunity to apply to be a voice actor for something. Okay, I want to be very clear. Like, I haven't even like done like my official audition yet, right? So I was like, yeah, that sounds fun. I would love to try it. And they're like, okay, here's a Discord. You join this Discord, and then there is a channel for each of the characters, and you can read their scripts, and you can record yourself, and then you can send in like your recordings, and we will like tell you what changes we would like made. I was like, okay, now that that doesn't mean that you're gonna get it, but what they're trying to do is make it to where it's fun, right? Like, even if you don't get a part, they want you to feel like you got something out of doing this, which is really kind of them. I like that. I dig it. And I like read a character's backstory. I read their script. I was like, I like this character. And then I recorded a thing. I sent in a submission. And then I went to the next one and I did that. And I was like, hey, how many can we try? And they're like, oh, try as many as you like. And that's what they said. After I sent in my 6th one, like 6th full-fledged video of trying another character, I was like, LOL, I hope I'm not being annoying. I'm just having a lot of fun trying all your characters out. And they were like, okay, stop. And they're like, look, there's nothing wrong with sending, because the person who was like talking to me was like a professional voice actor. They're like, there's nothing wrong with sending out feelers for as many characters as you want. However, you're trying to do too many different things right now, and you're not specializing in any of them. They're like, I highly recommend you stop and just like focus on 2 to 4 and just like really try to get in their heads. And I'm like, okay. And the next day on the Discord, I noticed that maybe it's everyone, maybe it's just for me, I don't know. but I could no longer see the channels for the characters that I hadn't already applied for. I think they took them away. I think they put me in timeout. They're like, you have too many characters, stop it. And I was like, oh no. So I was like, all right. I just need to focus on the 6 I've already sent in stuff for, and just focus on those.
Mukluk love.
Shadowbit, yeah, I was too energetic. I was too energetic, chat. I was having too much fun. You were excited? I was. It was like, you know, funny voice for this guy, funny voice for this person, funny voice for this person. You know, I was having a good old time. Now, are they gonna want any of those voices? I don't know. You know, they might hate. I mean, they're like, "Hi, my name's Dennis." You know, they might hate it, but I was making my best attempt on each one. But yeah, it was really cool. It's been really fun so far, and I've hardly even done anything. It's made me realize that, like, I'm really interested in it more than I thought. Maybe they already liked you as one of the roles. I mean, I think it's too soon to say. I'm not sure. At least they give you feedback. That's true. Honestly, I got one of the best feedback. Hold on. I have to say this in a way that I'm not giving too much away, because I can't. There's like NDA and stuff, right? So, like, there is a character. Okay, pretend that, like, I've been given a script. They're like, hey, this is Bob. We want you to voice Bob. And, you know, like, I have a little picture of what Bob looks like in the game. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, all right. I mean, he's clearly an adult guy. Would he have like an old man voice? Like, would I just talk like this? Would I talk like this, like very boisterous? Or like, would I try to put some like freaking ancientness in it? You know, to make him sound like he's just like dying. You know, I'm not sure. And I sent in a thing and I was like, look, I totally think I can capture like this guy's emotions, but I'm not sure if I can do the voice right. And I basically just sent them like a whole bunch of like ideas I had for the voice. And they gave me some really nice feedback, and they gave me a recommendation, and usually they don't go that far, because usually they just want you to come up with the best thing you can come up with, and then they will compare each person's best thing that they submitted and pick the right person for the role. So, like, I was really appreciative that they were like, do that one. And they're like, just practice that one. I was like, okay. Muck is in the game as a voice? No. I'm not in any game as any voice. I have an opportunity to possibly be, but I was talking about that experience. Do we crash another airship?
The airship is down, but we can
Oh my god, dude, I forgot about that one.
The cauldron's intact. Back me up, Pharaoh. This is going to be more complexicated than we thought.
Complexicated?
For me, boyo. You carry your load, I'll motivate mine.
Motivate?
Nekandeza will reserve his main force in case this is a feint, but he may try to flank us. They're coming in from the south.
Muck is gonna be voicing Guild Wars 3. No. 1, Guild Wars 3. 2, I will tell you, it's nothing ArenaNet. The opportunity is a completely separate thing. None of you would guess it, because it's not even announced.
Hostiles incoming, north side.
I don't even remember. I wonder if I made this choice last time. Is this like the cauldron from Ascalon? We got a char and a cauldron, and we're gonna blast open a gate. Muck is in the new Horizon MMO game. No, I'm not. Yes, I'm Aloy. Hi! Who wants to kill robot dinosaurs? Muck is in GTA 6? Yeah, that's why they delayed it. I'm re-recording every voice. I'm everyone. Would be funny if they let you have a cameo for a bit in a future Guild Wars 2 expansion. Dude, are you kidding me? I would fly to Seattle to record in their fancy booth if they told me I could be a voice of a character in a game. That would be amazing. now. I do have a reference in the game, which is already awesome in itself. Hang on. For anyone who hasn't seen it.
Watch the stairs.
Please take a seat. And then when you get the achievement, there's flavor text that says, but you'll only need the edge. There's that one, and then there's another one that's a bit more obscure.
Stairs. Straight at us.
Do you think they'll make a Guild Wars 3? It's possible, but if they are making it, I don't think it's anywhere close to being done. Reminder that after Silksong was announced, we had to wait like another 7 years. It's like, let's say that they announce Guild Wars 3 tomorrow. I think it would be minimum 5 years before we saw it.
What's the hold up? You can't wait forever.
I'm firing my cauldron! Dude didn't even do his own achievement. I'm on the free-to-play account, Rag. It's in Soto. This doesn't have Soto. I'm Noto. I got nothing. Confirm the Risen Prince's death.
Watch your step. Some of these look, that lower.
They might ask you to record a few lines remotely. I'm wondering if my mic setup is good enough for that. I over the years of being a streamer and stuff, I have, you know, messed with my mic and all many times trying to like make it sound as good as possible. But like when I listen to, for example, like Markiplier, I'm like, why does his mic sound so good and mine doesn't? Like I've not been able to figure that out. Now obviously his voice sounds amazing, but I'm talking about just like mic quality. Like it's just crystal clear. Does Noxy still hate your mic? Less than they used to. Hold on, where do I go for this? I don't have any direction. Explore the hidden sublevel.
Everyone, come!
Down here? Oh, now he comes running out. Wait, there's 4 of them.
So my hunters are finally reaping.
Chat, how do I make my windows be transparent? Mac, there's a button in the bottom left of the chat window that I'm clicking right now. Click on that.
But it won't save you. You are worthy foes, but in the end, all will be food for the dragon. I am Prince Nekandazar, wielder of the Crimson Blade, the Grand Deceiver.
His personal guard.
Never heard of you.
That was a decoy. Nekandeza himself is sustaining. Just have to identify the original. Look for the crim.
Oh, I guess that was the original. Lol.
Finally. Find him.
Leave instance. Okay. Need to go be productive. Good luck, Mug. See ya, Darth Maul. Next one is northeast of me. Alright. Chrysocolla shard. Cola? Oh boy. Chat, my son yesterday. Alright, so on Friday. Kid in his class invites him to a birthday party. Alright? And and it's the next day. It's yesterday, it's on Saturday. From 3 to 6. And he comes over, he's like, I want to go. And you know, I was like, that's great. You know, I want him to get more interaction with other kids. And so it's at a bowling alley. They're having like a birthday party at a bowling alley. And he makes a card by hand for this other kid, and he takes like $25 of his own money for like a gift. And like me and his mom kind of looked at it like we were really proud of him because we assumed that we would be buying this other kid a gift because that's how it usually is, right? So he goes to this thing, and he's the only kid that's not like in the birthday boy's family that showed up. Like no one else from their class showed up. And I was like, well, then I bet he's really glad you did. And he goes there, and I just assume it was luck, because my kid is not athletic. He smokes the kid in, like, bowling, hoops, some kind of VR game, 2 rounds of laser tag, and, like, my son just goes there and just sweeps him in everything. He just, like, gets first place in every activity they do. And my wife's like, oh my God, Gabe, you're supposed to let the birthday boy win. And I'm like, no, he's not. He paid him $25. He can take his win. I was like, do it. Get some cake, too.
Never leave
Not getting invited back again? Nah, it sounds like they had a good time.
I don't see her body, though. Let's keep looking.
At least angle for a tie? No. This is how you start rivalries? What's a healthy rivalry between friends? Can't wait for when it's going to be your kid's birthday and this kid comes back for revenge. Last few birthdays, Gabe has not wanted to, like, do a party. Like, it's just been basically us. No singing allowed, and we have cake and do gifts, and that's it. So we'll see if he wants to do one.
They must be searching for her too. Should we fight them or sneak past?
Turns up, best kid at party, refused to elaborate, leaves.
Lots of bodies. Arda was definitely here. We better hurry. They're after her.
Hey Mike, I started playing Druid after watching your videos on YouTube, and I'm in love with the class. I'm trying to optimize its usage for Fractal's challenge mode. Do you have any recommendations about pets and utilities to use for Shadowed Observatory and Sunquaw, for example? It has been a while since I played Druid, or did Shadowed Observatory, or did Sunquaw. Okay, with the pets, the main thing is remembering which ones do what, right? Okay, so for example, this has an AoE condition cleanse for the team. This has a super speed for the team. This has an Aegis for the team. This has Fury for the team. This has Stealth for you. This is Projectile Block for the team. This is your only source of fear. The ones I'm kind of glossing over are near useless. This has a very long Immobilize and high burst damage. What else? Rockazel and Electric Wyvern has extremely high CC. Smokescale can do Smoke Field. Iboga has a pull. Those are most, for non-DPS, those are most of the ones that have, like, niche uses. So
She must have cast it aside when she ran out of ammo. That's not good.
It depends on what you're looking for. As far as which utilities to use, again, it kind of depends on what you're going for. Like, if you want more CC, you could bring Storm Spirit. If you need Aegis on demand, you can bring Stone Spirit. If you're with people that might die, you could bring Search and Rescue. Yeah, things like that. So it's more about just learning all the tools in your kit, and then you can kind of decide which one you need for which situation. Isn't Boy's birthday coming up? His birthday is near Christmas Day.
I knew you'd find me. But rescue isn't really an option anymore. Just tell me, did we get him, boss?
We got them. The cathedral, Nekandeza, and more undead than you could count. The cauldron you delivered got them all.